Great. We're almost done with the
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot. We should...
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures...
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby, if we need...
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical cookie.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting...
Yeah, we'll see what sort of... Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means...
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel?
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well, anyway.
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, this kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other. Anyway, let's get started.
All right, let's...
Whoa, the fragrance is so much more intense. And what's with this weird mist? Wait, no, something's not right. Where are we? Where did everyone go?
I have no idea. We just
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle. Chief!
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe? No.
Because you are the only worthy...
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what...
He does look a bit more evil than the other.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The
only way...
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolute. Cherish this opportunity. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam, but then humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them. If we want to become strong, we...
Woohoo! Those monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return...
You really expect us to believe that? Besides...
Such arrogance! Take that back and...
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength?
Oz, we're...
One with nature.
Dumpty Dumpty Go! Pew!
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Into the wind.
La la la!
Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my...
Huh. Weren't we...
I'll admit, you're not entirely...
No, don't just... Another cryptic... Well, what should we do?
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to tell us a story, although...
I soon became humanity's faith. And, with my power, created countless clones. Food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides. And, as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded.
That.
What are you insinuating?
Well, it's possible people couldn't have.
Yeah, but now even Saurians have.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization. What do you mean?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a month.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from. A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to.
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive.
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it.
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another.
He ran off.
Oh.
He jumped down from here! So it looks like we just need to. Is something wrong, Traveler? Off?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end. Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us.
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
But why?
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's go!
Catch me if you can! If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
What? Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Get a load of this!
Watch out, Marissa!
Don't worry about me. I've got this. Ow, ow, ow! Too strong! My strength is... Ow, ow, ow! Too strong! Can't stand. Gotta steer clear of other people. Get back on track. Jump up. Let it give us a ride. All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump!
Backed into a corner, huh?
We've got you this time!
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have...
How did we lose it?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading. Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us. Eat us.
Ungrateful humans! Oh, at this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power. My power is all but spent. Now all of Sumeru knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, and if I want it to happen fast, I need you! Take me somewhere hot!
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. I shall now find a good place to plant.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No, a volcanic eruption!
So that's how it ended. No wonder.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their...
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he...
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then, the situation...
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate...
Wow. So his following didn't like...
Nope. Which explains why there aren't any... In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got big...
Yeah. For who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of,
Well, he has been living on... But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed...
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just does... But when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep...
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control...
Oh? Why?
All right. Then let... Gotta steer clear of other people.
Oh, the environment changed again. Nothing could phase Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever. Oof!
One with nature.
Midnight Phantasm.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
He hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
As you wish, Mainfreud. Into the wind.
Dumpty Dumpty go! Boing boing boom!
You want to stand down! It's justice o'clock!
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom! We know all your schemes.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we...
It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already...
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human... You now behold the god Bifrons! The soul... Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your sake? You have no food in which to satiate your hunger. No means with which to counter the hordes of monsters. Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But no matter. My plan has... What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist. And that's where their true power lies. Because, you see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. And you delivered one to me on a silver...
So, you kept running away from us because...
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at it. Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the...
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War...
Pretty sure they're talking about the war again.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but...
Ha! I see what's going on. You know, my original plan was to imprison... Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mush... Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of but now, the deal is off. What did you say?
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten...
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected. Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to eat, so you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice.
You said your mushrooms need time to grow.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task, because you definitely can't.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth...
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful.
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be! It's just a few mushrooms! Unholy!
Get ready to feast!
Ooh.
More, please!
with that. We took care of all the green mushroom. Now, care to tell me? Someone planted a god in Varessa's orchard?
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a hook.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes.
Whoa, hold on.
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince...
Little did he know, our lives are...
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is... Actually, Alright, here's good. So, it's not your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped, and maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was... Oh, why's that? I never thought my appetite would save the day. But it's like you said, all it takes is a little patience and if I start to doubt myself in the future, all I need to do is think of this experience and...
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the...
Right, and it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Good idea. Let's...
Oh, Catherine's back! And isn't that Tainari?
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Emerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area.
It's been a while, you two. So, you're the one.
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about it.
Of course. To those in the Amorta Darshan, his power is tied to his number of clones. So, at one point, he possessed a truly fearsome form. But and so, he became impossible to track. Scholars could only keep tabs on him by monitoring what remains of his clones.
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up.
Well, from what I've heard, he has very few clones right now, so there's nothing to worry about. Of course, in the interest of research, I would prefer to send a few scholars from my Darshan. I wanted to get your permission before submitting a formal request to the speaker's chamber.
Of course. You're welcome anytime. I wanted to ask, though, you said
Oh, yes. There's a huge one beneath the chasm.
Zamaran?
You know the...
Yeah, Hyman calls it Sheesh Room.
It took a long time for Zamaran to grow into this form. Luckily, Zamaran isn't a green cap mushroom, and I believe its mind has been separated from the mushroom god for a very...
We should go see Zamaran one of these days.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be...
Friendly is right. So this one is definitely...
I would never.